Hey, everyone. Welcome back. I'm from Aumadi.
And today,
We're going to build something really cool.
step by step,
So, what if every customer got a personal phone call the moment their order was placed, with a real AI voice? Fully automatic. That's exactly what this workflow does. Let me show you how it's built. The first node is a webhook. It gives us a unique URL. Actually, two. A test one and a production one. Always use the production URL in Supabase. Whenever the URL is hit, the whole workflow runs. Now, let me show you how to set up this webhook in Supabase. So now we're in Supabase. First, open Integrations, then Database Webhooks, and click Create a new hook. I've already made one. Let me show you. It's called Order Confirmation Call. For the table, I chose Notifications. For the event, I set Insert because I want the workflow to run every time a new notification is added. Then choose HTTP request and paste your production URL here. I'm building on my local PC, so I'm using my Cloudflare tunnel URL. If you're on the cloud, just paste the production URL from the first node we saw earlier. And once you publish it locally, or set it active on the cloud, the workflow starts listening right here. This node reads the data that just came in. It pulls out the order ID and checks it's actually a new order. If it is, we continue. If not, it stops right here. This is a quick gate. It checks, is this really a new order? If yes, we keep going. If not, the workflow just stops, no wasted calls. This node claims the order by adding a row to our log table. If it was already called, it stops, so nobody gets called twice. And it connects using our Supabase credential. Set up once, used everywhere. Now we fetch the order details. In a single query, it pulls everything we need: the order, the restaurant, the items, and the customer's language, all joined together. That's everything Claude needs to write a personal call script. This node gets everything ready: the name, the items, the total, and formats the phone number for the call. This is where Claude writes the call script. It sends the order details to Claude and asks for a short, warm message in the customer's own language. For the setup, it uses header auth, your Anthropic key, stored safely in a credential named XAPI key. So the key is never typed into the node. This small step takes Claude's reply and pulls out the finished script, the exact words the customer will hear. Now we save the script back into the log row. The status becomes calling, and the script, phone, and language are all stored. Why save it? Because when Twilio connects the call, a separate step reads this script back and turns it into the voice. This is where the actual call happens. Twilio places the phone call for us. We give it three things: who to call the customer, who it's from our Twilio number, and the instructions. Now, here's the clever part. Instead of a fixed audio file, the instruction points to a callback URL in our own workflow. So, when the customer answers, Twilio calls back to us to get the voice. And for login, it uses our Twilio credential, the account SID and token. Let me show you that callback flow now. So this is the callback flow. This is where we generate the voice and stream it straight back to Twilio. And the best part, nothing is stored. No audio files at all. This is the first node of the callback flow, a webhook. See this URL? It's the exact one we put in the Twilio node a moment ago, the callback URL. So when the customer answers, Twilio hits this webhook to fetch the voice. This node gets the saved script. Remember, Twilio passed a log ID in the URL. We use it to find that row in Supabase and pull back the script we saved earlier. This small step pulls out the script text. It takes what we just fetched and gets it ready
For the voice step.
and if anything's missing, it uses a safe fallback. This node turns our script into speech, the actual voice the customer hears. Right here in the URL is the voice ID that decides which voice speaks. You can swap it for any voice you like. We send it the script with a multilingual model, so it can speak different languages. And for login, it uses header auth, your ElevenLabs key, in a credential named 11 API key. And the last node streams the audio back to Twilio. It sends the MP3 straight into the call. No files saved anywhere. That's the VOIC the customer hears on the phone. Now you'll notice one more flow here on the canvas. Let me walk you through it. It starts back in the Twilio place call node with the second callback. This is the status callback URL. When the call ends, Twilio uses it to report what happened, picked up or missed, and sends that to this flow. First node in this flow, Twilio status callback. It's a webhook that just waits for Twilio to report back. And where does Twilio get this address? Back in the place call node, right here, in the status callback field. Same path, Twilio status. That's the link between them. Next node, map call outcome. Twilio sends back its own words, like completed, no answer, failed. This little code node turns that into a clean status and a simple yes or no. Did they pick up? It also grabs the log ID from the URL, so we know which call this was. Next, update call result. Remember that log row we created way back at the start? This node finds it by its log ID and fills in the ending, the final status, whether they picked up, and Twilio's call IC. Now the whole story of that call lives in one row, and the last node, 200 OK. It just tells Twilio, got it, thanks. The call is logged, start to finish, and the flow is done. And back in the main flow, the last node, 200 call initiated. The moment the call goes out, this tells Supabase, all good calls started. That's the full build.
Now,
Let me show you a quick demo. An order comes in, and the phone rings. Here's the app, a real food order. 3 soups in the cart, veg hot and sour, veg soup, and tomato soup.
total, about $4.50.
Now I hit place order, and watch what happens.
You have a trial account. You can remove this message at any time by upgrading to a full account. Press any key to execute your code.
Hi Tushal, this is Darasari Cottage calling. We're just confirming your order was placed successfully. You ordered 1 tomato soup, 1 veg soup, and 1 veg hot and sour for a total of 450 rupees and 50 pies. Your order number is D-0056. Everything's confirmed and we're